Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Wispin here, and today I have something really awesome to show you guys. It is a brand new update for the Pokecentral network. If you guys do want to join me on the network and check out this feature for yourself, the IP is pokecentral.org. There's a link down in the description to both our Technic mod pack as well as a tutorial video for how you can actually install Pixelmon. Make sure to go ahead and check those out. And if you need any extra support, you can go ahead and join our Discord, also linked down in the description, where we have over 10,000 members and a support channel where you guys can get help from other members of the community with getting Pixelmon or any issues that you run into along the way. But let's go ahead and check this thing out. So behind me, this is actually the brand new, I'm sure you already know from the title of this video, the brand new battle tower. Now, this is not just some tower with a bunch of NPCs in it. There is actually a very in-depth system that we have set up here with weekly leaderboards, global leaderboards, just a whole ton of things, battle points, a shop with battle points, all kinds of things. I'm really excited to show you guys this. And this is actually currently running on our test server, so it is not on the live server while I'm recording this video. However, this should be launching the same day that I post this video. It might be coming out a little bit after I post the video, or maybe it's even live right now. Don't worry about it too much if you don't see it on the server. Just go ahead and join our Discord like I said previously. Pay attention to the announcements channel because there will be an announcement over there once this goes live. It should be very soon, and you guys can just keep an eye out for it. But let's go ahead and start things off by looking at this guy here. So the battle tower, start your challenge. If you guys don't know what the battle tower is, basically the way that it works is you go ahead and start a challenge, and you start at floor 1, you fight. If you beat the NPC, you move to floor 2. If you lose to the NPC, then you get kicked out of the tower. So you got to fight your way up as high as you possibly can. There's unlimited floors that you can fight through, and the tower gets more difficult the higher you get. So floor 1 will be a lot easier than floor 20, for example. And as you go up in the floors, you actually earn what is called battle points. For every floor that you beat, you actually earn additional battle points that can be spent on buying a whole ton of different items over in the tower shop, which I will show you guys here in a minute. But let's go ahead and talk to this guy here first. So this is the main menu that you'll actually be using to start your challenge. You'll just go ahead and click here, Start Challenge, highest floor 252. That is actually just from testing. I did not make it to floor 252. The highest that I've actually been able to make it this week is 9, and we've been testing for a couple of weeks now. The highest overall I think anyone has made it to is around floor 20, but that is with a lot of grinding and a lot of preparation. It is very difficult, and I'm sure you guys will find ways to get to the higher floors, but that's just going to be a lot of different strategies that you're using and a whole bunch of other stuff. We will start the challenge after I check out the rest of the tower. So continue challenge. You can actually leave the tower at any point between floors. Now, if you start a battle and you lose or you forfeit to the NPC, you will be restarting from floor 1, but if you beat an NPC and decide that you have to go, or you just want to leave the tower, or you want to go change up your team, you can do that at any point during the challenge, and then you can return here, click continue challenge, and continue from where you left off, as long as you haven't lost or forfeit a battle. Now, once you start a battle, you are locked in until that battle is complete, so either you win or you lose. There is no going out of it and saving your position once you go ahead and initiate that battle. And then we have the open shop, which we'll be looking at here in a minute, but actually, you know what, we'll look at that first, then we'll go over to the leaderboards. So here is the tower shop. You can see there are 4 different categories of items that you can buy: megastones, legendary items, and I think, yeah, these are all legendary items, okay. And then clue scrolls. So a lot of people are asking for more ways to get clue scrolls. This is going to be a brand new way that you can use. And then Pokemon items. Now, I do want to preference this whole thing by saying there's absolutely no way to spend real money to get any sort of advantage here in the battle tower. So you can't buy this currency with real money or anything like that. There is no way to actually purchase this currency with real money or anything like that, but you can see we have 486 points. That's just from testing the tower for a little bit, and you can see here these actually are quite expensive. However, with a few hours of grinding, you can actually buy yourself any of these megastones for 5,000 battle points. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the legendary items, they have a range of prices, and you can see here, starting at the top, these different items are all 2,000. The blue and red orb are 5,000. Red chain will actually allow you to spawn in a legendary Pokemon, so it's a little bit more pricey. You can also buy yourself all of the different shrines. You can get the title and the clear bell. You can get all of the different orbs here. You can get a time-space altar, which is actually the first way that you can ever get a time-space altar legit in-game. So this is going to be something that I expect a lot of you will be trying to go after, since it will help you spawn in your Giratina, your Arceus, your Palkia and your Dialga. And then moving on, we have the different orbs for the legendary birds if you're interested in that. And then, of course, the Arceus Chalice and every single one of the Arceus plates, which means you can actually use the Battle Tower to get yourself an Arceus. You can actually finally, for the first time ever, grind out the process of getting legendary Pokemon rather than it being completely luck-based on random drops that you get from Pokemon or randomly coming across them in the wild, which I think is absolutely amazing. I really love the fact that you can spend your time now to earn a legendary rather than just having to come across it randomly or get lucky or things like that. Now, moving along to probably my favorite part of this entire thing, the leaderboards. So we have both a weekly leaderboard, which you can see here resets every 7 days. It's going to reset at Thursday at midnight. So Friday technically is when the leaderboards reset and start right at the beginning of the day. It's all based on Eastern Standard Time. And you can see down at the bottom there, it says weekly leaderboards reset every Thursday at midnight. So we have 7 days to try to get as high as possible in the leaderboards. And you can see all the possible prizes there. You get bonus additional battle points for earning those different positions on the weekly leaderboards. And positions on the leaderboards are based on the highest floor you reach, but also the date and time that you reach that floor. So if someone reaches the same floor as you, but you reached it at an earlier time in the day or earlier time in the week, then you will remain above them on the weekly leaderboard. So you have to make sure that you're trying to get to the highest floor possible as quickly as possible in case of those ties, because the person that got there first will go ahead and get the first place. So if you have a look at this, Blazing Fox made it to floor 12 today. I made it to floor 9, and Grizzly made it to floor 7. And of course, there are a ton of other positions here. And players 1 through 10 actually will get bonus rewards. And then we can see here the all-time leaderboards is just going to be tracking for infinite time. You can see we have a bunch of scores here. Now, I'm not actually going to even bother showing the scores because a lot of them are set to fake numbers. I'm pretty sure someone, I'll show it. Yeah, 25,000. He never made it to 25,000. He never made it to 89. I don't think Blazing even made it to 50. I never made it to 25. Ben made it to floor 2, though. That is correct. So, yeah, this is going to be really awesome. I am super excited for this. I really love the idea of adding contests that are fully automated and things that you guys can participate in every single week that we don't have to worry about hosting or anything like that, because that does get a little bit challenging at times. So, yeah, I know I've rambled on really long about this whole thing, but I am super excited. This is one of my favorite updates that we've ever added to the server. Let's go ahead and challenge the tower. So I want to preference this by saying I just threw a couple of random Pokemon on my team. I haven't really prepared all that much, but these Pokemon do have 100% IVs. They have held items. They have EV trained. They have pretty decent movesets, and we're just going to see how things go. Let's go ahead and start the challenge. And basically the way that it'll work is when you click that start challenge button, you will be teleported into a room, and these will be blocked off on the actual live server. And then there will be an NPC that you talk to, and that NPC will allow you to start the battle. So if we go ahead and right click here, you can see we get into the battle and we are fighting a Heatmore right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and try and get a Dragon Dance off, maybe even a couple Dragon Dances, because that is usually, from my experience, the best way to go right off the bat here. It does really help take out all 3 of the Pokemon. Now, I guess there is a ton of stuff that I still haven't even mentioned. Number 1 is every Pokemon in the Battle Tower will be set to level 50. Whether you're below the level 50 or above the level 50, your Pokemon will be set to that level. So you don't need to worry about having a high level Pokemon or anything like that. What you really need to focus on is making sure your Pokemon are EV trained, have good IVs, and have good movesets. And of course, the held item is definitely helpful as well. But you can see here we are wiping the first floor pretty easily. It's not really a challenge. We're actually already on the second floor now. I just started the battle on accident there by punching the NPC. Kind of got to be careful once your battle ends. If you don't want to start the next floor, don't spam click a bunch, which I tend to do pretty often with these different messages down here in the battle. All right, so we're just going to click Outrage again, and hopefully we can take this thing out. The first floors are pretty easy, but it does start to scale up in difficulty pretty quickly. But there we go. We beat floor 2 as well. Let me go ahead and turn on my chat so you guys can see the messages. Congratulations, you beat floor 1. You gain 2 battle points. And congratulations, you beat floor 2. You gain 4 battle points. So what it actually does is it takes your floor number, multiplies it times 2, and that is the amount of points that you get. So far for making it to floor 2, we have actually earned a total of 6 points. So you get your points every time you hit a floor. It's not like it adds more points to it and then you collect your points once the challenge is complete. You actually get your points exactly when you beat the floor, and I think that's a pretty good system. The higher you get, the more points you will get for beating those floors. So technically, if you want the most points possible, you are going to have to reach those higher floors. You can't just consistently battle these easy floors on the bottom, because that will take a significantly longer time to actually gain points, since it kind of goes up exponentially as you climb the floors. Let's go ahead and get off another Dragon Dance here, just so we have increased speed, increased attack. And now that I think about it, getting a Pokemon with Swords Dance could be super helpful, since that sharply raises your attack. That could be really good. If you get a single Swords Dance off, you're going to be set pretty good for these battles, at least the initial ones. Now, like I said, it does scale up pretty quickly in the difficulty, and getting past floor 10 to 15 is going to be an extreme challenge, but I'm sure someone will find a way to do it. So we just beat floor 5, and I like to really play aggressive when I'm battling the tower, but there are so many different strategies that you could use. You could go with a really defensive moveset and a bunch of bulky Pokemon and probably survive a lot longer, and the thing about that is it'll take you a lot longer to climb the floors. So if your goal is to grind out the battle points, you might be better off using some quick Pokemon that have pretty high damage rather than tanks that are going to do less damage quickly but sustain a lot longer. So it really comes to a balance between, do you want to go slow and gain less points but have a better chance at gaining the bonus points from getting those high floors in the weekly leaderboards, or do you want to rush things, get as many points as possible, as quickly as possible, and see if you can just grind it out and get those legendary items and all the different things from the store. And I know a lot of those Mega Stones are actually really sought after, and they're pretty difficult to get because you just have to randomly come across things. And that's one thing that I've never really liked about Pixelmon, is the randomness of it all. I mean, you have to randomly come across the spawning of the Pokemon. You have to randomly hope that it drops the right item, all of that different stuff. It's completely random. There's not really any way to grind it out. Now, they are making changes to make it a little bit better to where certain things can be grinded out, but I'd like to see more movement from luck-based and more movement towards skill-based, or things that you can at least grind out to obtain, which is this battle tower. This battle tower helps with that quite a bit. So as I was saying previously, I'm pretty sure this is the first addition to the server that we've ever done where you can legitimately spend your time and see direct results in getting a legendary Pokemon. So if you actually go ahead and put in the hours, you will be guaranteed that you can use those battle points to buy yourself a legendary. I need to make sure that I'm paying attention to this fight, because I kind of wasn't paying attention very much and I just lost a Pokemon. So, and now geez. Okay, I'm going to lose my Gyarados because I clicked a bad move there. Okay, we might actually lose here at floor 5, which is just goes to show, if you stop paying attention for a second there, is not very good. All right. Okay, we won. Woo. And your Pokemon get fully healed after each battle, so you don't need to worry about that. We beat floor 6, so we are now moving into the much more difficult floors. As we go up, it's just going to get more and more challenging here. Oh no, guys, I'm a little bit worried here. This Salamence actually just one-shot my Dragonite right off the bat. We're going to be in for a bit of a challenge here. We might actually lose. I believe we are on floor 8 right now. So, yeah, things not looking so good for us. We're going to swap over to our Metagross because we had a Steel-type move against Skarmory locked in with that Choice Band. Let's see. What is our best bet here? Maybe Zen Headbutt? How much is that going to... Oh, not very effective. Oh, that's not good. And he's going to heal. Oh, no. I think we're pretty much out of luck here. I don't really know what to use against a Skarmory. I don't have any Fire-type moves. I think that would be super effective. And I don't have any Electric-type moves. So... I don't know. We might be good maybe with just using Waterfall. All right. And all of these lower tier Pokemon do have Rocky Helmets. So I want to say, if you were going to try and sort of like cheese it with using a bunch of Endeavor Rattatas or something like that, that's really not going to work out so well. I mean, you can try it. Go for it by any means. And if you do end up finding a way to abuse the tower in a way where you can get to basically unlimited floors without losing, please tell me, because if you don't report those sort of things, then we're going to end up with everyone having tons of Arceuses and all kinds of crazy legendary Pokemon. It's going to devalue those Pokemon, and it's going to make the server worse for everyone. So you can do it a couple of times, and then you can let me know just so that it doesn't get abused. And if you do report something like that, like getting to floor 100 or something crazy like that, which just shouldn't really be possible based on the way we have things set up, you will be rewarded. I'll go ahead and give you some bonus battle points or a special Pokemon or something. So just so you know, it's worth reporting those sort of things if you do come across them. But I think that's going to be it here for me. I think we are out of luck. This Skarmory is a little bit too bulky for us to take out. Although we did get a pretty good hit there. But he's just going to keep healing. Yep, he's just going to out-heal me here. And that Rocky Helmet is going to take me out. Oh, he switched over. Okay. Yep, there we go. Well, we made it to floor 8, not our actual record for this week, but that was pretty fun. I wasn't really too focused on trying to get to a high floor, and I definitely don't have the best team for this tower. You'll have to go ahead and experiment and find out for yourself what works best for you when taking on the tower, but that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to go ahead and check out Warp Battle Tower on the server. It might not be there the second that this video goes live, but it should be added sometime in the next day or so, so check it out, give feedback on it, let me know if anything should be changed, if things need to be rebalanced, anything like that. Keep in mind, this is going to be the first time that this feature has been on a live server, so there might be some issues, might be some bugs, and it really will help us out a ton if you can report everything that you come across that is messed up with the battle tower. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy all of the new features that we are trying to add to the server. If you do, make sure to leave a like on it, leave any other suggestions you have down in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel because I will be taking on the battle tower in my very next Pixelmon Survival Series episode, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Maybe we'll actually be able to get on the global leaderboards for the live server. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.